Hello everybody, welcome to your Daily Pop, and we are back with our affirmators. I had packed them away because I want them to be a surprise and come back up, and they surface, and I thought it's a perfect time of year. Just by reading these, I swear, and I have every deck from the love ones to the work ones. They're just so simple, and they just kind of get me on that lofty mindset of, everything is really okay and better than okay. And, we've just got to get out of that kind of mind funk where our ego is trying to protect itself, therefore pulling in all these doubts, fears, and trying to just, drive us crazy. These are the opposite of that. These are affirming what's already great and fantastic and loving and wonderful in our world, and to reach for these. So let's look at number one, no judgment. I release myself from any and all judgments. I find my inner critic. I call it to my office and I tell it to take a vacation. As it leaves the room, I let out a sigh and begin to enjoy the joy of simply being. Who hired that guy anyway? Honestly, I know each of us have this. We get this sense of guilt if we're not just going and producing. We're not in the shower, dressed out the door and just moving. But who wants to just be busy for busy's sake, right? I want to be productive, and how I'm productive sometimes is just sitting with myself and meditating and calming and grounding, watching something funny to bring up my vibration, sitting in nature and just looking at the clouds to relax and get in a stable frame of mind and mindset, and grounding, right? We really have to get off of this busy is good mindset, because it's simply space fillers, and we're not just trying to fill space with any old thing, right? We want to connect with our highest, most grounded, peaceful self. And lots of times that's doing less, not doing more. And we have to forgive ourselves, when whatever isn't coming in, sales, invites, all of those things that people think are important, but really when you rather have peace of mind and the opportunity to do what you want to do, because you're not cramming in so much during the day, which I love. So release judgment. And anytime you see that coming in, it really is just an ego combative mindset, because the ego always wants us to be oh, well, if somebody called right now, what would you say you were doing? What's wrong with sitting there reading a book? What's wrong with relaxing? I admire people that, honest to goodness, more than are just chasing their own tails. I like people that can sit back in a hammock or on their couch and watch some fun shows and relax and regroup. They're usually nicer to be around. They're usually calmer, and they're better listeners, because they're not thinking, how can I seem more important and do more, so on and so forth, right? So release that judgment. We're not here to freaking chase and go and beat ourselves up when we're not doing that, right? It makes no sense. But the world conditioning these days is, not really beneficial to us when we see that. We're always seeing people that are always in a rush and jamming stuff in a suitcase and running out the door. How do you really enjoy anything when you're going on such a fast clock, right? That's a total lack of time mentality, not thinking there's enough time to create enough money to create enough whatever, it's ridiculous. So relax and release all judgment and do whatever you want to do. I love this divine timing too. Everything is timing, and timing is everything. Gladly, I release my concern over timing and let things happen when and as they will. I trust that the divine schedule makers know what they're doing. It can take a long time to reach divine middle management. I have a thing with middle management. If you guys watch my videos, as you know, middle management is stagnant, and they don't want anyone to excel, and it's just so annoying. But honestly, everything really is timing. So, let's let go of the concern of when this is going to happen. We've already put our order into the universe. We already know the direction we want to move in and what we'd like to achieve. So let's really have trust and faith in the universe to provide the right timing, right? They could not want us to be hired at a particular job because there could be all kinds of issues within the company. They could be folding. They could have aggressive, staff, whatever it is. Our guides are continually trying to bring us the best, the brightest, and whatever is going to be for our highest good. So let's really trust in that. And divine timing is exactly that, when it is supposed to happen for our highest good. Now, the ultimate potential. I love this. I choose to live a life to my fullest potential. I trust that this will draw me towards experiences and people that support my growth and accomplishment. Tune into this frequency. I now reach higher heights than I ever thought possible. Knowing that's an option, why would I have ever tuned into anything else? I am looking at you. Smooth jazz and talk radio. Yeah, I'm always listening to jazz. It's really weird. I always feel like some crazy old like Louisiana grandma in her rocking chair. I just love it. Nothing else but jazz to just listen. I get my best design ideas. I feel so peaceful. I can really channel during that. Whatever it is, that and listen, we reach our ultimate potential by also having very restful moments, really reflective moments, really calm and grounding moments, right? Never have I ever once come up with the best idea where I was scrambling around looking for my keys, trying to stop for coffee, trying to get to the post office, trying to jam stuff into a day. But frequently, when I'm just sitting, relaxing, listening to music, sketching, and or creating jewelry, I get fantastic ideas. I get gentle reminders, hey, are you drinking enough water? Have you eaten yet today? All of those things. So slow it all down, and then all of the answers start to come up. And then we start to reach our ultimate potential by taking the first step calmly, coolly, and collectively, recognizing that everything is not meant to happen at once. If our plate was so full, we wouldn't even know where to begin. So let's just put one thing on there, savor it, and then move on to the next. So I love this. Yeah. I definitely feel like all the magic happens in stages, so we can have reverence and we can prepare and we can celebrate it. So I love these, and I'm going to be working with these for the next couple of days because I just absolutely adore these. And I believe in everybody's inner genius, and I hope you guys are encouraging it to speak up as much as possible. So coax it out, contribute ideas, even the tiniest ones to yourself, put it on paper. Validate yourself, participate in things. It's just always waiting there for us. But let yourself slow down and stop the judgment and criticizing, and realize and recognize divine timing is always going to show up for us. And when we think everything is going amiss because it hasn't arrived yet, it's simply cooking. You're not going to eat a raw chicken, right? You want it nice and baked, golden and delicious. Same thing with divine timing. Everything is going to be prepared in a way that it's going to surprise you and delight you. So love and light, you guys.